Hi, my name is Noah and I'm going into first grade.
Hello, my name is Liza and I'm going to first grade too.
Okay, so today we are going to be reading the book I Can Read With My Eyes Shut by Dr. Seuss. We're going to read it twice, and the first time I'll just have you guys think about some rhyming words that you guys hear, and then the second time that we read it, we're going to identify some in the rhyming pairs that we hear in the book, okay? Alrighty. I can read in red. I can read in blue. I can read in pickle color too. I can read in bed, and in purple, and in brown. I can read in a circle, and upside down. I can read with my left eye. I can read with my right. I can read Mississippi with my eyes shut tight. I can read them with my eyes shut. That is very hard to do. But it's bad for my hat and makes my eyebrows get red hot. So, reading with my eyes shut, I don't do an awful lot. And when I keep them open, I can read with much more speed. You have to be a speedy reader, because there's so much to read. You can read about trees, and bees and knees on trees, and bees on threes. You can read about anchors, and all about ants. You can read about ankles, and crocodile pants. You can read about hoses, and how to smell roses, and what you should do about owls on noses. Young cats, if you keep your eyes open enough, oh, the stuff you will learn, the most wonderful stuff. You'll learn about fish bones and wishbones. You'll learn about trombones too. You'll learn about Jake the pillow snake, and all about Foo-Foo the snoo. You can learn about ice. You can learn about mice. Mice on ice. You can learn about the price of ice. You can learn about sad and glad and mad. There are so many things you can learn about, but you'll miss the best things if you keep your eyes shut. The more that you read, the more things you will know. The more that you learn, the more places you will go. You might learn a way to earn a few dollars, or how to make donuts, or kangaroo collars. You can learn to read music and play a hutsa if you keep your eyes open, but not with them shut. If you read with your eyes shut, you're likely to find that the place where you're going is far behind. So, that's why I tell you to keep your eyes wide. Keep them wide open, at least on one side. Okay, so now that we've read through it once, we're going to read just a couple pages, and I'm going to give you guys a piece of paper each, and I will have you guys identify some of the rhyming pairs that we hear while reading through it, okay? So let's do the first page here. Okay, so I can read in red, I can read in blue, I can read in pickle color too. So what are two words that you think sound like they rhyme on this page? Eliza?
Blue and two.
Blue and two. Good. Okay, let's look at this page. I can read in bed, and in purple and in brown. I can read in a circle and upside down. Noah?
Brown down.
Brown and down. So why don't you guys write those down? So on the first page we said blue and two, and the second page we had said brown and down. Okay. Now on this page, I can read with my left eye. I can read with my right. I can read Mississippi with my eyes shut tight. You guys have an idea? Noah, what do you think?
Right, tight.
Right and tight. Good. Why don't you guys write those down too? Plenty of references. Okay. But it's bad for my hat and makes my eyebrows get red hot. So, reading with my eyes shut, I don't do an awful lot. What ones do you guys think are rhyming on that word or on that page? Noah?
Hot lot.
Hot and lots. Good. Okay, this will be our last page here. And when I keep them open, I can read with much more speed. You have to be a speedy reader, because there's so much to read. What ones do you guys think on this page sound like rhyming words, Eliza? Speed and read. Okay, perfect. So write those down. You guys have plenty of examples here. Okay, do you guys think you guys have a good understanding of rhyming words?
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. So now what we're going to do is I'll demonstrate it first, but we're going to make a short poem using at least one set of rhyming words. So like dogs and logs would be a rhyming pair, okay? Or cats and gnats, okay? So let me go ahead and make an example one for you guys. Okay, so the one that I have laid out is exactly like your guys's, okay? So it looks like this. So it says, you can read about blank that like to blank. You can read about blank that don't like to blank. Okay, so what you guys are going to do is you're going to fill in those blanks with rhyming words, okay? So I'll demonstrate, so I've demonstrated one here for you guys that looks identical to yours so that you guys have a good example to go off of. So I said, you can read about cats that like to play with gnats. You can read about dogs that don't like to go on logs. Okay? So now that we've talked about that example, do you guys think you guys can make your own similar to this? Okay, so let me pass these templates out for you. So there's yours. There's yours, Eliza. So we'll take a little time here, and you guys, if you guys need any help, just let me know. But let's fill in those blanks with what you think are rhyming words. How do you think you did, Noah?
Good.
Think you got some good ones? Okay, when Eliza gets done here, we'll go ahead and swap papers so you guys can look at each other's.
Wait.
See if you guys... Think you got some good ones?
It's working.
Don't like to. What rhymes with hats? I don't like to have nets. Okay, once you're done, just put your pencil down.
What are we going to do with those?
Well, in just a minute, we might, if you guys want to, you guys can draw a picture that kind of pertains to what you wrote here. So maybe you could, since you put birds or hats, you can draw a bird, you can draw a hat, okay? But before we do that, so now that you guys both think you've got them, why don't you guys switch papers with the person sitting beside you? And I want you guys to read what they have and see if you guys can identify their rhyming pairs. And if you think that they don't have a rhyming pair, or if you think they don't sound like rhyming words to you, okay, then we'll discuss them. But I just want you guys to read theirs and make sure that they sound like they are rhyming pairs. Think so? Okay. You can say that loud.
I don't know. Just you can read about birds that like to be
Nerds.
Okay.
Okay, so if you guys think that they look good, why don't you give them back to each other?
Yeah.
Okay, so now we're going to take turns and we're going to read ours aloud, okay? So Eliza, why don't you go first and read yours?
You can have.
You
You can read about birds that like to be nerds. You can read about hats that don't like to have gnats.
Okay, that's good. So what, in that one, what do you think your rhyming words are? Can you highlight the rhyming words? So you said birds and what? Okay, so what 2 words did you just highlight there?
Hats and gnats.
Hats and gnats. Okay, so that would be a rhyming pair, so that's good, Eliza. And then what was the other rhyming pair that you had? You said
Birds that like to be nerds.
birds and nerds. Okay, so do you guys understand why those would be rhyming words? Okay, very good, Eliza. Noah, can you read yours aloud?
You can read about toys that like to make noise. You can read about trees that don't like to eat fleas.
Okay, so then what are your rhyming words that you have there?
Trees and fleas.
Trees and fleas, good. And then what was your other one?
Noise and toys.
Noise and toys. Okay. So how were you guys able to identify rhyming words? What did you guys do to come up with your rhyming words? Liza?
I looked at the bird feeders.
You looked at the bird feeders? And so then what did you do from there? So once you came up with the word birds, what did you do after you came up with that word?
Well, I thought for a little, and then I was like, nerds.
Okay, so that's good. So you just kind of come up with words that sound similar, don't you? That was good. Okay, Noah, what did you do?
I did the same letters at the end.
Okay, so you
And
looked at the ending of them. Good. So how were you able to kind of come up with your words? What did you do? Did you just come up with random words? No, you
Wait.
just
Yeah, kind of.
Yeah. Okay, so then once you picked your words, how'd you kind of come up with those other words? Did you make a list? Did you just think of them?
I kind of think about them.
You had to think about them for a little bit? Okay, well you guys did a really good job. So now that you guys have done that, I think you guys know quite a bit about rhyming words. So